Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name. Somebody's gonna take a second look. Too cool to choose ignore any angle. Hypersexual serial beast.
Good evening. Welcome to another edition of PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer, along with the former champion Andy Shane. We always, at the start, like to thank our sponsors, and we couldn't do all this without you, to say the least. Seaway Marketplace on Bancroft and Cherry, we thank you very much, Steve Fuller and everybody there. Also, a big thanks to Mike Seegers, Red Wing Shoes on North Reynolds Road, the Toledo Academy of Beauty, the Beer Stube, the Somerset Bingo Hall. The list is getting longer here.
And that's all the better, though. You go to our sponsors and you support them. You're supporting us. Our sponsors are great. I got to tell you, I've hit more than a number of guys with the Red Wing boot, and you never feel it in your hand when you hit them with it. It's perfect.
Right. Although most people wear them on their feet, especially in the winter. All right. We will. I want to remind you, too, of course, we're now 8 days away from PCW Live at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue, technically in Oregon, just over the line from East Toledo. Earlwood is just the road that runs right along Navarre Avenue, or right along 280 between Navarre and Star, the old fun spot. And doors will open at 4, bell time at 5. And you can pick up your tickets in person at the International Boxing Club weekdays between 3 and 9. Internet's getting kind of late in the game at this point. And you can also get them at the door, but you may have to wait in line at the door if you don't get them early.
And you can always go to Lucky 7 or Somerset Bingo Hall and pick up your tickets.
Right, got some tickets there as well. All right, we're going to go through the whole card. We're going to recap everything as we go along. We got a good show for you. The world is still buzzing a little bit, the wrestling world, about Nitro and Malice and Graham's Gallery last week.
It's one of those situations, two guys that were tighter than brothers, and it's been blown apart.
Yeah, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. When you add success into the equation, you add gold into the equation.
You forgot the little weasel.
Well, I didn't. I purposely didn't bring it up, but
he's half a sissy. He's worse than that. He's half a sissy with delusions of being a pansy. Just saying, little weasel.
Not that you're not a name caller.
I tell it like I sees it.
All right. We're gonna get into some things here. We're gonna show you how Legion came about and how they got into PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. And we had mentioned too that we're gonna have a nice classic match too with Bulldog Don Kent and Al Bracero. We're also, but what we're gonna do off the bat here. You guys are not facing each other. You had faced each other many times in the past. You and then D-Ray 3000, who is now the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. And as we chat about this, you'll see some of the video of when then D-Ray won the PCW title from you, and you and Sean Casey. It was a title versus hair match.
You know, it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get back up.
It's not a title and hair match. It was a title
D-Ray
versus hair match.
Everyone knew was in need of a haircut at that point in time. Didn't feel like getting his own.
So you were doing a service.
I was doing a service, yes.
And you didn't charge him.
I did not. There was no charge. We did all kinds of our heart. I'll see if I can bring in some of the pictures. It was beautiful. It was a moment.
As you can see, he wasn't even conscious, but
it was, well, you know, that way he didn't have to, you know, it seemed like it happened quick to him.
Right. So anyway, that fueled the fire yet even further, and what happened was when things got going again, then you got a chance to challenge D-Ray for the title.
And you know, it's one of those things. Like I said, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, is an incredible athlete. And any given day, he can beat anyone. But any given day, I'm not just anyone.
Well, this was a match too where the referee got knocked down, half knocked out, disoriented. There was confusion, after the match. Jerry Graham didn't take this very well, as you'll see here in a second, but it was really total chaos.
Many things happen. As a match of wrestling, like I said, we aren't basket weaving. Stuff happens, and when it's all said and done, you know, it's another day in the office.
One of the stranger endings that you're going to see, this was the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, who was defending his PCW Heavyweight Championship against this guy with Dr. Jerry Graham in their corner.
The PCW Heavyweight Champion D-Ray 3000 making his way to the ring. It is a feud over 2 years in the making. Sean Boomer Bratton, Norm Waymer, Grizzly. I cannot wait for this because this match, so much bad blood between both of these wrestlers. The champion D-Ray 3000, the challenger is the former champ Andy Shane, and of course, you've got Dr. Jerry Graham at ringside, Norm.
I don't know, Boomer. We'll see if Jerry Graham can actually get Andy Shane to wrestle the way he wants him to.
And I tell you, D-Ray 3000 is taking the fight to Andy Shane, not even wasting any time. Andy Shane whipped in off the ropes. Big arm drag. Andy Shane goes down, walks right into another one. Andy Shane is down again. Hip toss. Andy Shane goes up and over. This is going all. Oh, D-Ray goes for the quick pin. Andy Shane is able to kick out. And Andy Shane with an arm drag of his own. Catches D-Ray with a second arm drag. And a hip toss on D-Ray 3000.
Andy Shane with arm drags?
That's the most technical wrestling I've ever seen Andy Shane do, like, ever.
Well, D-Ray should have the upper hand. He attacked him before the bell. No wonder he's champion.
If they cut your hair, wouldn't you do the same thing, Grizzly?
Well, it looks like it made an improvement on the man.
I figured you would say that.
There's a lot of bad blood between these guys. I've never seen so much bad blood, especially since Andy Shane pile drived D-Ray 3000 on the table at the contract signing.
Drop toe hold, D-Ray goes down, Andy Shane rolls over. Has him now, trying to wrench in there, working away at that shin lock. Lots of pressure applied there. Again, so much bad blood here. We're not going to see a technical masterpiece. That's why I was kind of surprised to see the hip tosses and the arm drags, especially from Andy Shane.
Well, he's got one of the greatest managers that ever walked on the earth, with Dr. Jerry Graham.
And Dr. Jerry Graham, over the years here in PCW, has really almost tried to convert Andy Shane, Norm, and it didn't work.
Well, I totally believe that Jerry Graham means what he says, but whether Andy Shane will actually listen to him is another story.
And D-Ray 3000 goes for the cover, has a leg hooked as well, not able to put him away, would love to get away, walk out of this match early. The longer things go, the more they favor Andy Shane, who rolls to the outside. What are we going to see here? Grizzly, your thoughts? What would you tell Andy Shane if he was your protege?
I would tell Andy Shane to take it all the way, straight face right into D-Ray and get rid of him fast.
Andy sucks chance right now, Norm.
Well, I don't
blame him. It took so long.
After what he's done to D-Ray, he cut his hair, he pile drived him on the table at the contract signing. I don't blame him.
So we need to talk about this too now, as Andy Shane is taking his good old sweet time to get back into the ring. D-Ray kicks him low. Oh no, he was in the belly button level.
Well, Andy clearly can't match speed with D-Ray. He's probably got the speed advantage, but Andy's definitely got the brutality advantage on him.
Well, Andy Shane, the master of the underhanded tactic, just hanging that neck right over that top rope, and Andy Shane rolls in. What's he going to do now? He wants the title back, so he goes for that cover. Referee is right there. So remember, the stipulations were years ago, and again, as we talk about how long this feud has been brewing here in PCW, so years ago it was title versus hair. If D-Ray was not able to win the title, then he would lose his hair to Andy Shane. Andy Shane would be able to cut his hair. Well, what's funny about that, Norm, is D-Ray won the match, but yet he still ended up with the haircut.
Exactly, which is what intensified the feud. Not that just battling over the belt isn't enough to battle over. Now you got this on top of it, and then now you got the being pile drived on top of the table at the contract signing, where he could have seriously hurt D-Ray 3000. I can't even believe he's here wrestling tonight.
Exactly.
And he's grabbing his neck right now, and there's no way it can be 100%.
Well, that European uppercut goes right into that throat neck area, not only hitting you in the upper part of the chest as well. Rolls D-Ray right to the outside, who is right out in front of us.
But now his hairstyle is up to date now, so Andy did a good favor for him. So he's now up to date on his hairstyle.
Well, the thing with D-Ray and Andy Shane, up and over. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, I thought he was going to come through the table. Andy Shane goes up and over. That's how we earned the name Flying Andy Shane.
I'm sure Grizzly would have caught him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Grizzly, that's why you're out here. When that happens, you get in front of us, okay?
I'll definitely help you guys out for sure.
Good for something. So, and you talk about now, Andy Shane has the title belt, and Dr. Jerry Graham wisely stepping in saying, don't use that. D-Ray tries to fight back. This is right out in front of our table.
Both of you keep it clean.
Andy Shane, only on the receiving end of that as Dr. Jerry Graham tries to tell both wrestlers to keep it clean.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to see that here. Now, Andy Shane.
Hey, D-Ray's ticked off, and I don't blame him.
Well, he should be ticked off. He's very ticked off.
Oh, great move. Great move. I love that move.
D-Ray has so much aggression right now, and rightfully so, based on what they did, based on what we saw with the contract signing, based on what we saw with the haircut. D-Ray, rightfully so. You know, if D-Ray maybe taking a page out of the Andy Shane playbook has to bend a rule or two here, then that's what he has to do.
Well, what Andy did was technically legal, but Jerry Graham is still berating him, telling him they want to see wrestling.
Yeah.
They want both of them to keep it clean.
And he should be attacking the neck and head of D-Ray there. You know, you always do that. When you see a wounded animal, you go after where he's wounded. That'll help Andy Shane win this match.
Is that what you said in your pep talk to him beforehand? Because we saw you talking to Andy before this match happened.
Absolutely. You go after that neck and head and get right there. See, that's perfect. Perfect example.
Well, and Andy Shane is saying to Dr. Jerry Graham, if he wants to fight, I'll take the fight to him.
D-Ray is not without sin here. Now let's get this.
That's right. D-Ray is not without sin.
Yeah, but how do you expect a D-Ray 3000 to say, okay, well, I'm going to abide by all the rules and 5-count breaks and whatnot after what they did to him, Grizzly?
Well, D-Ray, he's broken some rules in his time, and, you know, he's not Low Angel like Dr. Jerry just said.
D-Ray was able to kick out a 2.5 on that one, very close to having a new PCW heavyweight champion. And you know, Norm, as Grizzly was talking up the haircut and how he thinks it looks better, well, D-Ray now purposely keeps his hair short as a reminder.
It's not just the haircut. That's humiliating to have somebody shave your head.
And you're talking about, you know, the contract signing, the pile driver through a table. That could permanently, not just end someone's wrestling career, that could end their life.
In all due respect to what Grizzly said, it's not about the haircut. It was pure humiliation.
It's all right, Graham. It's an open hand.
And D-Ray now head of steam off the ropes.
You do what you need to.
Delivering another clothesline, bringing Andy Shane back up to his feet, cinching him up for a suplex. Big, look at that! Oh, he got all of that. That's 100% on the suplex. Not enough, putting all of his weight on top of him, even hooking a leg. Not enough. Andy Shane is back up in a clothesline now, almost taking the head off of D-Ray 3000.
D-Ray's definitely in some pain there with that neck, and you got to keep attacking that.
Well,
Andy's got to keep going at that neck.
And Andy Shane is really focused on that, going back to the onset of the match. He knows standing drop kick. D-Ray goes into the referee. The referee is dazed right now.
Oh, this is never good.
No. And Andy now is bringing D-Ray 3000, tries to get him back up to his feet, but, you know, D-Ray, again, you know, that neck, you know, permanent damage. Has him back up now. Goes for the slam. What's he going to do now? Spins him around. Oh! And then almost like a side scoop slam.
Well, right on top of the official is already dazed. I'm not sure he knows where. There's no way. The referee doesn't know where he's at. He has no idea.
The referee shouldn't be in the way out there.
And now Andy Shane goes up to the top rope. We saw him fly earlier off the top. Oh! Missile drop kick. D-Ray 3000 goes down. He goes for a cover.
And they got part of the ref again.
And the referee, he can barely count right now. Jerry Graham yelling at him to count.
The ref has no idea where he's at.
There we go. Perfect.
And there's a 3 count. And Andy Shane, the new PCW champion.
A great job by Andy Shane.
Andy Shane, oh my goodness, I did not expect that.
A nice clean match by Andy. Now look and see. Now D-Ray, come on.
Well, D-Ray now goes for a schoolboy. D-Ray goes for a schoolboy. There's the referee. The referee is right there. The referee's not sure what's going on. I'm not even sure what's going on at this point, guys. What? And the referee, the referee is saying that D-Ray 3000 is
no way.
Well, we got to see if Norm Lehman can get a clarification on what's going on here.
This is a miscarriage of justice right here.
Well, we're trying to get to the bottom of this, Grizzly, is to see what actually happened.
Wait, we got it.
Norm talking to the referee. Andy's in disbelief. He pinned the champion. We're trying to figure out what happened.
Andy Shane wrestled a clean, scientific.
All right, according to the referee, the winner of the fall of the match,
unbelievable,
and still PCW Heavyweight Champion D-Ray 3000.
Oh boy, no.
Wait a minute. Everybody saw what happened.
Yes.
He pinned him. Where's Angel Bailey? I want the commissioner in this ring right now. Where is she? Angel Bailey. This is an outrage. Everybody saw that Andy pinned him or not. Yes or no?
I agree with you.
No.
Well, there are some
Andy
shots
pinned
of
him.
no.
The official in the ring said when he came to that D-Ray 3000 was on top, counted 3 the winner. That is what the official said. That official is an incompetent boob. Thank heavens we got some sanity. You saw what happened. Change the decision. Give Andy the belt, and we can all go home.
Right here.
First match. We're back with first match. You already have a problem. You're causing trouble.
I'm causing trouble. Andy pinned him. He pinned him, and then they raised the wrong hand, and I'm causing trouble.
Now tell me D-Ray's a good scientific wrestler.
He raised the hand of D-Ray 3000. That's what I go by.
Listen, if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to sit here, I'll tell you something, I never liked a woman in charge of this wrestling. You should be home in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning, scrubbing, and changing diapers.
Oh,
that's
my
what you should be doing. Don't tell me to come on.
Dr. Jerry Graham is not a man you want to really tick off, believe me.
Well, and Norm Weaver is ticking him off right now. Grizzly, this is one time I'm actually happy to be sitting next to you because I would not want to be in there.
Oh, yeah,
He leveled Norm Weaver. It's bad enough when Scott Romer beat him up. And then this. There's a reason why I sit behind the table and don't go in there. And now Jerry Graham's coming our way with Andy Shane.
Well,
it's PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling Live. Your chance to see it live and in person. Sunday, January the 25th, International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue, East Toledo, Oregon, right off of Star and I-280. You want to get your tickets? You can get them right now. Go to PCWExcitement.com. That's PCWExcitement.com because you're going to see 3 big title matches for the PCW heavyweight title. The champion, Phil Nitro Monahan, forced to defend against his former tag team partner Malice, and he'll have the Mod Father in his corner. The Mod Father also in the corner of the Asian Assassins as they go for tag team gold against Jack Thriller and also his partner Justin Main. You will see a battle of 300-pounders. It will be Big Chuck Wagon against the first ever PCW champion Will Studd. Andy Shane will be on the card. Big Broderick Strong. Broderick Shaw. That's who it is. It's Broderick Shaw. He's going to be on the card, and he is going to be debuting here in PCW. But for the PCW Cruiserweight Champion, the first ever title match, it will be Phil Atlas against this guy, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker.
You know what, Norm? I'm tired. I'm real tired of being underrated. You see, all I'm hearing building up to January 25th is how good Phil Atlas is. How great Phil Atlas is. Phil Atlas been all over the world. Okay, but guess what, Phil Atlas? I've been watching you. And now you got to face the Righteous Maker Rick Baker for the PCW Cruiserweight title. And I'm not just going to beat you, I'm going to embarrass you righteously.
This match could very well steal the card. This guy against Phil Atlas for the PCW Cruiserweight Championship. It comes your way Sunday, January the 25th at the International Boxing Club. You're not going to want to miss it.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark and load up on the road.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
this is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace, this is my store.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week.
It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight.
Back we are, PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer along with Andy Shane, and who is beltless at the moment.
These things happen.
And you're not competing for a belt.
Well, you know what?
Coming up on the 25th.
Doc would complain. I feel there's no need to complain. I'll just prove that I'm able and willing to wrestle for any belt, anytime, on any card.
Because I can't imagine that makes Jerry Graham very happy that
doesn't make any of us
he's
very
not
happy.
getting a title match, and the Modfather is actually in 2 of them.
Well, yeah. Listen, when he was looking up to Shirley Temple one time, the Modfather had stated, first, don't call me short, and second, that he deserves more than anyone else just because of who he is. And we all know he's a little lying weasel piece of crap, but that's okay. I'm not judging. But with that said, yes, Graham's a little upset that he's got 2 titles. He's got two men up for titles on this show, and I'm not up for any. But it is what it is. We'll make the best of it.
You do have a formidable opponent in Chris Corvus.
Chris Corvus is absolutely excellent, but like I said, he's not going to be able to help himself, and he's going to end up bending the rules. And when someone bends the rules on me, I'll break them over their head.
Well, we're going to see him in action a little bit later in the show, but it is. Nitro, the PCW champion, who will defend against his former tag team partner Malice, with the Modfather in their corner. You may not want to sit too close to the railing if you come to the show. I'm just saying.
They will use anything they can get their hands on. You can see chairs, you can see tables, you can see the railings themselves. He might grab the Modfather and beat Malice with him. You don't know.
Cruiserweight title match, the first ever PCW Cruiserweight title match. And I really feel like we have 2 of the best in the business with Phil Atlas and the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker.
As much as I might jump down Rick Baker's throat, these are 2 of the absolute best wrestlers you will ever see anywhere, anytime, on any continent. And I'm looking forward to watching this one.
You guys wouldn't have had the discourse between you if you weren't both at the top of your game and fighting over belts.
Well, this is what happens. Competition happens, emotions run high.
Right. We're going to fill the vacant PCW tag team titles. The Asian Assassins, who we haven't talked about them too much. The Great Akuma and Jun Hato are the tag team, and they will battle Justin Main and Jack Thriller, who are all 4 are phenomenal athletes.
This is going to be incredible. It's going to be another one of them that's way up there. The Asian Assassins just do stuff that's mind-boggling. And like I said on the last show, they're going to have to be careful. You can't take too lightly that team of Justin Main and Jack Thriller.
You think Modfather speaks Japanese?
I don't think Modfather speaks English.
Because I'm betting you the contract's in English since the Asian Assassins don't speak English. I'm just saying.
I'm betting the checks that are sent to the Asian Assassins by the Modfather are third-party checks cashed on Mexican banks. I'm just guessing.
Just a shot in the dark on that one.
Throwing it out there.
We will also see Big Chuck Wagon, and he'll battle Will Studd, battle of 300-pounders.
It's going to be like two bulldozers going head-to-head. Just wait to see what happens.
And Big Broderick Shaw makes his debut. And I'm hearing this may be the tip of the iceberg. I'm just saying of monsters that may end up in PowerBomb Championship Wrestling.
The iceberg took down the Titanic.
Because if you're not there, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if you're not there,
we'd need a shoehorn to get Broderick Shaw through that door over there, and it's a double door.
All right, let's get to a classic match here. We'll turn back the clock here. El Bracero battling Bulldog Don Kent. Dr. Jerry Graham, of course, in Bulldog Don Kent's corner, which leads a whole nother layer to the intrigue.
El Bracero, one of the original high flyers, incredible the things he did, and against one of the greatest technical wrestlers there ever was, Bulldog Don Kent. Dr. Graham in his corner. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm wondering if there's going to be a little rule bending between Dr. Graham and Bulldog Don Kent. I'm just saying.
No, never fract upon a rule.
No, would rather lose a match than fract upon a rule.
Absolutely, and you'll see it right here. El Bracero and the Bulldog Don Kent.
Bone, Arizona. Weighing 248 pounds, wrestling's bone breaker, Bulldog Don Kent. Don Kent. His opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, 232 pounds, Supermax El Bracero. Bracero.
Yes. The action's fast.
And here we go. Right off the bat here. Bracero dropkick Graham and Kent. Dropkick Graham right out of the ring. Kent still in his jacket, bails out.
I hope we don't have another one counted out, Terry. No, he's going to make it back in.
I'll tell you, after the matches we've had tonight, nothing would surprise me.
Everything's happening.
We have had some great action. What excitement. The fans on the Bulldogs case already. They're barking away at him. And in the meantime, the Bulldog runs away from a confrontation with Bracero, who finally catches him in the corner. Ooh. And Kent brought a boot up there.
Yeah, Kent's tough.
Turned things around for him.
Like we said when the program started, El Bracero is the finest Spanish athlete I've seen.
And certainly one of the best of any nationality. Kent with the advantage in the corner on Bracero as the referee puts in the count. Look at Graham holding his foot. Look at that. Graham has got that foot of Bracero. Finally lets loose. You're talking about sneaky. Well, this all came about as a result of the first match involving Bracero, in which Bulldog Don Kent rushed the ring, and Bracero said, fine. Let's go at it, you and I. And now you got it. Gary Lawrenchak of the WWA, our official representative in attendance tonight, put it together. I don't know what kind of strings you had to pull to get the Bulldog to sign, but we've got it for you. Bracero taking his lumps now, Bruiser.
Yeah. No, it's mainly because Graham was holding his foot a few seconds ago.
Up to that point in time, everything was going Bracero's way. Great shot there of the hold applied by Bulldog Don Kent onto El Bracero. Bracero has been victimized so many times by Graham and his army, their outside interference. But certainly you can't blame him when he loses his cool a little bit.
I look for Wojo to pull his leg next.
Wouldn't surprise me. They're slugging it out here on Bruiser Bedlam today. Bulldog Don Kent and El Bracero. Virtually every match we've had on the show has been a main event so far. Into the corner, Bracero.
He's got it.
Beautiful move.
He's got it. I could have sworn he had him that time.
And Bracero tossed from the ring by Bulldog Don Kent. Graham is right there, sneaking up from behind him with a chair. Watch out, Bracero. Dr. Jerry Graham victimizing El Bracero here.
It's got to be counted out.
The tide is definitely going to swing towards
Get in there.
Bulldog Don Kent now, I think.
Get in there, Bracero.
Well, you got to give Bracero a lot of credit. He's able to come back from that.
Get in, Elvis.
As he got a solid whack right on the head.
Get in, Bracero.
Bracero is all pro wrestlers, very well trained. They got a lot of stamina.
That was something different.
Yes, it was. The full brunt of that not applied, unfortunately. Kent was too close to the corner. Nonetheless, beautiful flying head scissors. Second one. By Bracero, number 3 in a row. And Kent is out.
I told you. I don't care what you say. I think that El Bracero is fine athlete, as you'll see.
Coming to you live tonight from the Michael Agray Sports Arena in Dearborn, Michigan, outside of Detroit. We're very pleased to have His Honor the Mayor of Dearborn with us. Mr. Mike Dito and his lovely wife are here. Bracero and Kent lock up. Bracero forced back into the corner by Bulldog Don Kent. A grueling battle here on Bruiser Bedlam. What a battle we've got. Two top stars going at it. There's an awful lot at stake in this one. Anytime you got two top stars like this, neither one of them want to lose on television.
I think he's a choke. He had that forearm across his throat, but I think
that's very likely.
Could be a choke.
Very, very likely.
The referee's going to check that down there.
Bracero trying to get to the ropes, but he's right. Graham is right there.
He's calling it a choke there.
Bracero a little wobbly. Whoa, the collision. Down goes the Bulldog. We're going to see it again.
He's used.
Graham tripped him.
Tripped him again.
And Bracero's after Graham. Bracero is after Jerry Graham now. Around and around they go. Graham just took a solid blow from Bracero. And the referee putting the count to El Bracero. He's oblivious to that, though. All he wants is a piece of Dr. Jerry Graham.
He's got him.
And Bracero has himself a chair now. And Graham gets clobbered. And he's down.
He whacked him a good one then, right in front of us, Terry.
And we've got another count out here. El Bracero coming out of the ring. And certainly an unsatisfactory ending for El Bracero.
Right.
But that's a picture you just saw a moment ago. Dr. Jerry Graham in agony on the floor certainly must make it a little more pleasant for El Bracero.
I hate to see one more count out, but if it takes Jerry Graham to be hit on the head.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the fall of the match, El Bracero.
El Bracero victimized on 2 separate occasions tonight in this hour alone by Dr. Jerry Graham and his cronies. Kent would like to get back in. Referee says no, it's all over. Back to the showers. Bulldog is the winner of the match. Bracero counted out. Who's the winner? Bracero counted out of the ring.
Counted out of the ring.
Some words being exchanged.
The winner
here
is Bulldog Don Kent.
by the Bulldog and Bracero. Bracero's ready for him right now. That's an unfortunate sight to see the Bulldogs' hand raise in victory after what we saw during that particular match. Nonetheless, that's the way it'll go down.
They're worse than him. They're worse than he is.
Tonight, in this hour, you've been victimized by the likes of Dr. Jerry Graham, and they got to be a real pain for you.
Well, you know, everybody can beat the man right there. And I can beat it once, 2, 3 times. Anytime. Come on, Doc. Come on, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute now. Bulldog Don Kent is back in the ring, and they're going at it.
Room now as El Bracero stands alone in the ring. Certainly,
I've seen everything, Terry.
He's real upset, and that's obvious.
This is positively the wildest hour of Bruiser Bedlam we've had yet, Terry.
I guess so. No doubt about it.
The wildest hour.
El Bracero makes his way back to the dressing room. He's certainly come up against something which many of the top wrestlers, yourself included, have come up against, Bruiser, and that is the double teaming and sometimes triple teaming by Graham and Kent, Wojo, whoever it might be.
I don't believe I've seen one full hour.
Let's take a look at a little bit of this again. El Bracero at this point, you can see the referee, Gene Lyons, putting in the count to Bracero. He's oblivious to the counts. All he wants is Graham. Here goes Bracero after that chair.
He's going to hit him on the head. Now you watch, he really sucks him.
A little sweet satisfaction.
Watch, he really sucks him. He tried to ward off that chair, but he didn't
do it. No. Got whacked. There's no doubt about it.
Back we are, PCW PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. We're just 8 days away from January the 25th, and your first chance in the new year to see PCW live at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue. It's in Oregon. It's Earlwood Avenue is just the road that runs right along I-280 in between Star and Navarre. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5. Well, we've talked about the main event, Nitro versus Malice, and they were part of Legion, and they go back a long way. Well, when PCW had their talent agreement with CIW, well, they were suspended at the time, but didn't seem to want to accept it.
Well, you know, these guys are a throwback to those monster tag teams. Two giant men who just beat the crap out of their opponents, and not being allowed in at that moment, they didn't take too kindly, and they forced their way in.
Nope, they were not too happy about it. As a matter of fact,
and they took it out on you.
We were at I happened to be there. I think that was the biggest issue, was I happened to be there. They didn't like the fact that they were not allowed in. We were right in the middle of a taping, and here's what happened.
Hey, where's security?
Hey, come on!
Get out of here.
Hey, what do you guys know? God.
More enough out of you. Heard enough of you, fat boy. Security! Security! We're not putting up any more crap!
PCW, I put you guys on notice last week. We filed our papers. You don't want us here, we'll make our way in here.
Door down!
And that's just what we did.
We're coming, whether you like it or not.
Nitro, Malice, Legion, we're here!
You ain't gonna forget our faces. That's ridiculous. What are you?
Hold on, guys. Hey, hold on. Hey, Hey, the lawsuit. Hey, the lawsuit.
There you saw, they didn't take too kindly to being suspended, showed up, forced their way in, threw some people around, cops pulled them out.
I was going to say, you should never...
Welcome to PowerBomb Championship Wrestling, Legion.
You should never clean off the backdrops with your face, Norm. It's bad form.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You should have... Of course, you didn't tell me that beforehand.
And
I saw you jumped right into help, too, so I appreciate that part, too.
I felt it was implied.
Yeah, you jumped right in to help, and as you didn't see Andy anywhere around. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, pal, very much.
Nothing but love, Norm.
All
Nothing
right,
but love.
so we get to the next live event, which they are still suspended, and right as we go to, well, a little before we went to the match, it was the Sons of Michigan in a tag match, and they were battling the Thoroughbreds, who Chris Corvus was a part of at the time, who's going to be your opponent on the 25th. And what do you know, even though that they were banned, guess who showed up with tickets?
There you go. And another athletic endeavor, if you will, where while a couple of wrestlers are all busy with each other, time to put your nose in the business.
Just to sit in the front row, not to get involved like there's no alternate agenda to it, right?
It's like going into Vegas going, I'm shocked and appalled there's gambling and drinking going on here.
Well, this was, this was the first night Legion showed up at a live event. And you'll see a match here with the Sons of Michigan, a terrific tag team with Nate Matson and the Big Bear Benjamin Boone, and the Thoroughbreds, who Chris Corvus was a part of. And as you can imagine, chaos again ensued.
Ensues. There we go. And maybe if we electrified the ring barriers. I'm just saying.
Well, I almost got my hands on TK Parker that night, too. Let's take a look at this match with Legion sitting ringside.
Okay, as long as they stay on that side of the gate,
I don't care what anybody says. Nitro and Malice don't belong here.
Well, they bought a ticket, so
I don't give a damn. I don't care whether they bought tickets or not.
They got to comply with the rules of being here as spectators, so I think you're okay, Norm.
technicality, but we have to honor. We have to honor.
And I understand it puts you guys in a bad position because what are you going to do? It really does. Please keep your eyes on them. Okay, obviously you should know the issues between them and with Norm and with Percival A. Friend and with a lot of the other wrestlers here in PCW and CIW. Please keep them behind that barricade. Okay, Oz, I know you guys have your work cut out for you in the ring as well, but now you got to deal with this. All right, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And again, we're putting our officials in a tough position here. We're asking them to make a decision, the letter of the law and whatnot. But we see now Malice and Nitro and TK Parker have seats, and they've got some pretty good seats, actually, as they're sitting, and they've got big smirks on their faces, smiles. And again, I apologize for the confusion here as we weren't on the mics, as we were getting set to get started here, and this was obviously something we didn't anticipate happening. So our cameras were at least able to catch the commotion, and we were all taken aback because it's like, why are these guys trying to walk into the building? So, but I think now is we're trying to just establish some sense of normalcy here in the building right now. I know Norm Waymer doesn't want him here, and we've seen what's happened to Norm Waymer. We've seen what's happened to that vertical press was not able to put him away. Brings Ryan back up to his feet, holds right to him, holding on right back into their corner. I mean, we're seeing here in two teams classic tag team wrestling. We're talking two teams that are at the top of their game right now. Off the ropes, drop toe hold. Boone's off the ropes, big splash, right to the legs.
I did not see a tag.
There's 3 visits to the chiropractor.
I didn't see a tag.
See, even Nate Matson said he tagged.
Well, I guess we have to believe him.
Why would he lie?
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen a wrestler lie about a tag before. Small package, maybe? Does he have one?
Get him.
You know what's amazing with that splash that Benjamin Boone dished out? He hit the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. He had everything with that.
But I told you guys coming in, these are 2 of the best tag teams in the world.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%, Norm. But I have to apologize for sending my feelings out about that man right there, because I'll tell you what, that man just makes me angry. I'm shaking. Anytime I'm within 1,000 feet of Benjamin Boone, it just makes my skin crawl.
And look at that now. rolls through. Does he have him with that schoolboy? Nope. Madsen's up, big clothesline. Orion goes down. And Chris Corvus blindsided by the amazing Nate Madsen. Oh, and Corvus wants in. And look at that, Nate Madsen just orchestrating the ringleader. Well, we heard a tag, but I don't think we saw one.
There, see, that's what I'm talking about right there.
It's smart, though. That is absolutely smart.
Well, and the referee doesn't have time to debate it because the cover was happening. He's like, all right, well, I'm just going to have to go with it. I heard it. And again, back into the, not working into the rear chin lock right now, just wrenching away at those arms, applying so much leverage and torque to the elbow, to the shoulder.
Just taking advantage of the situation.
Now look at that. Aaron Orion trying to fight back up. Spins through. He's back up to his feet. This is where he needs to be. Driving some elbows into that midsection of Benjamin Boone. Ducks the clothesline. And Zaguri again.
Now he hit it.
Yeah, he got that one as Boone goes down. You talk about wanting to get everything on an Enziguri. He got it there.
Does he have enough strength to come back, though?
Both wrestlers are down. Madsen wants the tag.
This is a grueling match.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you, this is one of the best tag team matches I've seen in a long, long time right here.
And look at that. As Aaron Orion was close to the tag, Nate Madsen just came in and said, man, bump this mess. I'm going to stop it myself. And now the referee trying to get Chris Corvus out of the ring. I did not see this coming. Now look at this. Has him up in a bear hug right now. What's Nate Madsen going to do? He hits the ropes. Hits the ropes again. Big clothesline. Heart attack style clothesline.
He's not the legal.
No, and no, wait a minute. What are we seeing here? Are you seeing this, Norm?
I know who that is. That's Austin Mannix.
What is Austin Mannix doing out here?
He's from CIW.
Well, Benjamin Boone trying
Austin.
to run off Austin
Bring some
Mannix.
order out. I don't know what he's doing out here either, but he's not supposed to be here.
And there's the tag. Know what's going on outside? No, wait a minute.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's your boys. There's your boys, Grizz.
They're trying to help. There's apparently some kind of melee.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
The Legion is clearly trying to help out matters here.
I don't think Legion's trying to help out.
It's good to see the Legion help out. Get him.
Needs to get these guys out of here.
Well, the Legion helping security out here.
The Legion does not belong here. I knew this was going to happen.
They're
I knew
containing Benjamin Boone because Boone's out of control.
They have no right to hop the railing. No right whatsoever. Nobody with a ticket has the right to hop a railing. Down goes one of our security guys.
I think security asked him to help out, Norm. I really did, because Boone was out of control over there. And now,
and a pin actually happened.
Okay, the Thoroughbreds have won the match.
Security's helped. The security's got him going in there.
Come on, security.
So the Thoroughbreds win the match.
Get these guys out of here. This is a riot.
The Legion. Get order in there.
Get them out of here.
Get order in there.
I don't think order's going to happen here.
The Legion's working on getting order in there to help security.
No, Legion's not helping security. We need security to get rid of Legion.
Right. Get some order in there, Chris. Get some order. Get some order.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Perfect.
Somebody get him out of here.
Way to bring order.
Come on. Come on.
All right, Norm. Now Norm Lamer's trying to get up in there. Way to
bring order.
Well, this is totally broken down.
Settle down, Norm. Relax.
They're brawling with the Sons of Michigan. They're brawling with the Sons of Michigan.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. We're seeing a total breakdown right now.
I think it's great the Legion is in there trying to help bring order to what's going on. They're doing whatever they have to up there.
They've just tossed Nate Madsen to the outside.
The Legion doing a great
Nitro
job.
finally, they're right in front of us right now.
Security. There we go.
Right on our table. Oh my goodness, water bottles everywhere.
They're doing a good job bringing order here.
This is not bringing order, Grizzly. Even you can see this.
We gotta get more security out here.
Well, we need a lot more security out here. They're right in front of us for crying. I don't even know where Norm Waymer is. TK Parker with Austin Mannix in the ring.
We're just 1 week away. PCW back in Toledo Sunday, January the 25th. International Boxing Club, 525 Irwin Avenue, just off of Star and I-280 in East Toledo. And oh, what a card that we got for you. 3 title matches you will see for the PCW tag team titles. We got to fill those titles. The Asian Assassins will have the Modfather in their corner as they take on Justin Maine and Jack Thriller. We will crown the first ever PCW Cruiserweight Champion, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, to battle Phil Atlas. Also on the card, you will see the big 300-pounders. Big Chuck Wagon will go against Will Studd. Andy Shane on the card against Chris Corvus. And Big Broderick Shaw making his debut. But for the PCW Heavyweight Championship, it's a match we never thought we were going to see. Tag team partners, friends, brothers. They were legion. And now they're against each other. Malice to challenge this guy, the champion, Phil Nitro Monahan.
Malice, you stabbed me in the back. Well, guess what? January 25th, International Boxing Club, Toledo, Ohio. It's coming real soon, just a couple weeks away. Revenge will be mine. You know what? You signed it up with that slimy scumbag, the Modfather. Well, you know what? He wants to stick his nose in it. I'll break it off, just like I'm going to break yours off. January 25th, bring your A game, because I'm not screwing around with you. You're going to get hurt.
This will absolutely explode. It's coming up Sunday, January the 25th. We're just talking about 8 days away. International Boxing Club, 525 Irwin Avenue, the #1 contender, Malice, against his former tag team partner, Phil Nitro Monahan. You can get your tickets through PCWexcitement.com, but trust me, you are not going to want to miss it.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week.
It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jameson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music and Creative Video Imagery.
Back we are to wrap up here on PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. Norm Weber along with Andy Shane. And as always, big thanks to our sponsors, Seaway Marketplace, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on North Reynolds Road, along with the Beer Stube, the Toledo Academy of Beauty, and Somerset Bingo Hall. If you want to get your tickets for the event, Internet's getting kind of late in the game. You can stop by and pick them up at the International Boxing Club during the week from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m., weather permitting. If we happen to have another big snowstorm, there may not be anybody there that night. That's the way it goes. Or you can stop by the Lucky 7 or Somerset Bingo Hall on the corner of Tremainsville and Lasky.
I was noticing a pattern of chaos tonight on the show.
Yeah, imagine that.
Mildly.
Well, giving everybody a little background of in case you haven't seen us before, what you're kind of walking in on.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen at a PowerBomb Championship Wrestling event. Anything can happen at any time.
Fortunately, at some point, TK Parker turned on Legion, and they were a little easier to deal with after that. So
TK Parker was always willing to do a hair versus hair match.
But what we wanted to show you was these guys. These are big, tough guys. Their emotions lie very close to the surface, and that feeds into what we were looking at in our main event coming up on the 25th.
Like I'd stated, these are throwbacks to just big men that pummel and beat the crap out of their opponents. And guess what? Their opponents are each other now. And no little part due to the Modfather, I gotta say, that little weasel jerkweed. But with that said, these two guys are going to be banging heads, and they're going to beat the crap out of each other, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we got 6 great matches. There's no beginners on this card. You're not going to see that. You're going to see seasoned, terrific professional wrestlers that have not only wrestled all over the Midwest, have wrestled in Canada, have wrestled in Japan, have wrestled in Germany, have wrestled for some of the big wrestling companies as well, and these are guys that are very, very good at what they do. So you're going to see 6 great matches. You're not going to see a dud on the card.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Even before and now, I will put up the PowerBomb Championship Wrestling roster against anyone in the business.
And you get to see this up close, very close to ringside. $10 for adults, $5 for kids. You cannot beat the value of this for an evening of entertainment. And it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be off the charts. So we'll wrap this one up. We're just 8 days away. Don't forget those tickets. If you can't get them in advance, we'll see you at the door on the 25th. Doors will open at 4, bell time at 5.
So you need to be there to see some incredible wrestling action. There's nothing better than a live PowerBomb Championship Wrestling show.
All right, you can follow all the links at PCWExcitement.com. So for former champ Andy Shane, I'm Norm Weimer. We're going to see you next week. We're just 8 days away. Can hardly wait for live PowerBomb Championship Wrestling. We'll see you next time.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the road, intent, one last look in the mirror.